What's up, y'all? So I'm playing Vampire. Playing a lot of scary games. But Vampire, I've been wanting to play this game. I played the beginning of it already, just so y'all know. But I'm actually game. I mean, the parts that I played in the beginning, they weren't all that scary. Maybe they haven't put enough scary parts in it. But anyways, I you know, he had his life was pretty much stolen from him, and then turned around and he accidentally killed his sister. He didn't mean to. They thinking that, oh, it might be the flu again, why people going around biting people. No, people are basically eating people, sucking their bloods, stuff like that. It's kind of crazy, but they like thinking like, okay, it's gotta be the flu. What is with the flu? And it's crazy because where we are right now, COVID-19 is something like that, but different. Ain't nobody biting nobody. Ain't nobody coming back from the dead like zombies, like The Walking Dead. Um, but there definitely is a pandemic where everybody is like getting sick, dying, and it's basically like that, but different. Now, this is the vampire character, y'all. Look how sexy he is. He's just a sexy vampire. He is so sexy. I'm sorry, but he is. He's a sexy vampire. Oh wow. I think I'm supposed to get on the boat. Yeah, that's where I left off. He's getting on the boat. And he's still wearing the same shirt. Why they just didn't have him go change his clothes? He walking around with bloody clothes. He looks a mess. He just got bitten. Like, it looks terrible. And he's riding a boat with a guy that he don't even trust, really. I don't think.
It's just
I
across
wouldn't
the
trust
canal
him about
from Mr.
not
Hampton.
talking to nobody.
William was...
Like, stab you in the
Who can
back.
say?
He
The
looks like
important
one
thing
of
is
them
that he's
dudes.
been stopped.
Duly noted.
So they're on this boat.
The woman?
I wonder
What?
where they're headed.
Who is she?
You might be setting him up. Homeboy with the
Take me for a
glasses over
fool.
here, point that
You
shit.
used me to
Might
locate
be
that
setting my
scowl.
man's up right
You must
here.
know who she is.
I thought you were a
You
gentleman.
might be setting him up.
You
Now,
shouldn't
this
talk
guy
about a
that's
lady
laying
behind
down
her
in
back.
all black,
But I will tell you, she
he
values
found
her
the
privacy.
vampire found him and helped him save his life.
Were
Seemed like
London
he
as
like
peaceful
he
as she
was
appears
bitten,
from the middle
but I
of the
think he's pretty
canal?
much by the looks
If
of
only
it,
that were the
with him
reality of the
dressing all
situation.
black and
To be honest,
stuff,
I've always tried
he
to avoid
looks
this
like
part
he
of
already
town.
been bitten.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood
Leave
of...
Of St.
Yes.
Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for
Oh,
modesty.
so he's a
You are
doctor.
Dr.
See, I didn't
Jonathan
even
Reed,
know that.
a surgeon
I
of
just
some
thought that he was
caliber and
some guy that
renown,
walked
if I'm
over
not
to
mistaken.
bite
You
my
are
phone. Look
correct,
how
sir.
sexy he
I
is.
knew it. I had my
A little
suspicions.
dirty. It's all right.
But when you took the
But
blood
the
sample
eyes
from
are
the
black
corpse of
for
poor William,
that sexy
I was
beard. Ooh, that nose.
Dr. Reed.
Ooh, yes,
Marvelous.
yes, honey. And shoulder.
Have we met?
I
would
attended
love
3
for
of
him
your
to
seminars
bite me.
before the war. I have the utmost admiration for
Be right back, y'all. Okay.
Your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Additionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke
look how
Hospital.
sexy my baby is.
And as a physician,
vampire.
I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your
He's so
predicament.
Cute. It's a shame that
This
he got
is
sick,
sudden.
but he don't really want to.
I was returning home to see my sickly mother.
Oh,
Alas,
he got
that
a
was
mother.
before contracting this
Oh, his mama alive.
affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide.
The reason why he
I
can't
even
go
had
out
the
in the
forethought
mornings
to bring
is
some
because
clean
he's
clothes.
a vampire, but they don't know that yet.
So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
He
Brilliant!
can't go out
Oh, Jonathan,
in
this
the
is one for
morning
the book.
times while the
The
sun
beginning
is
of a
out.
beautiful friendship.
Because he's a vampire. It's not because he got the flu. It's just because he's a vampire. It's burning his skin. He go outside, he's gonna die. Good God. When are they gonna get to that part where they tell him, where we find what's wrong with you? It's because you're a vampire. Oh my God, this is getting juicy. It's like a movie.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
So back then,
Here at Pembroke,
they was
it's
just
not
chill.
what we
They
have.
didn't even know what
We
he
haven't.
was.
It's only thanks
Like,
to
they
Nurse
just thought
Crane
he
and the
was just
staff
a
that our ship
regular
doesn't
old
sink.
man
If you have
who
any
was
questions,
sick.
just ask her.
That's dope.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Okay, so take me to the hospital. So how is he supposed to get around them when her whole ass is sticking out?
You can do better than that. Now, it's my turn.
Uh-oh. He's hungry.
Each heart contains the source of life. Drink at this river. Dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to
Right.
get rescued.
Like, you don't know that man. He's
All right,
trying to help you out.
sorry. I am in pain here. guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Jonathan.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place. Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death. No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Yes. Because you didn't ask to be like that, so we're going to make you merciful, baby. You didn't ask to be like that.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
Where is the hospital at?
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
What do I want to ask first? Okay.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Okay.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
And better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Look at her, she just knows.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
But wait, she sound like that. Why she say it like that as she was sleeping with the man?
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. What about my thirst for blood?
How you gonna fix that?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Nurse, this room is off limits, and I'd prefer to keep it that way. Make sure the rest of the staff are so informed.
Of course, Doctor. Septics. Or do I inform the staff that you're too busy?
I may have a solution.
Getting smart.
In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way, then. Thank you, nurse.
Not now!
It's locked, all right. Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?